That's why
Right, well, there's
priority was
2
set
minutes to cool down, so...
There it is.
Hello, your friend.
Hello. Is it
Go on then,
sorted?
Caden. Continue.
Alright, do you want me to explain what's going on?
Sure.
Alright, so basically we're at the robbery over there. Okay.
Cool down.
Bobcat.
Shouldn't know.
So we're at the robbery over there, and we're giving medical aid to the suspects, and priority's still on. We're giving medical aid to the suspects at the bank robbery, and these guys show up to the bank robbery, not really even part of the scene, show up to the bank robbery, steal a bag of money, and then run off with said money. And I believe units chased them and then gave up. And then a few minutes later, they come back to the scene, go around our roadblock, and I believe they sideswiped the side of my truck. And I continue.
You didn't sideswipe anyone on my
Alright,
screen.
well, maybe not
no,
on my
let
screen.
him finish. Let him
I'm gonna
finish.
tell you
Yeah,
right now on my screen, I didn't sideswipe nobody.
Okay.
Can
I guess not on your screen. You didn't sideswipe. So they came. I don't know. I don't want to say that's cop baiting, but they came back to the scene of the crime and drove past us around the roadblock. And that's when I started chasing them. I chased them, lost eyes up here, and for some reason they were just shooting for no reason. So they were shooting. I checked the shooting out, and I see both of them under the bridge right here. So I take my gun out and kind of walk over here to see what they're doing, and they start running away. They hide behind that barricade over here and just start gunning me down.
I see.
Okay,
All right,
let me explain.
Ricky,
be
hold
quiet for a sec.
on. I want to tell you 1 second. That person that arrived on scene in this Ford F-150, you came in guns blazing, and you actually crashed, and your whole truck went on top of the other area over there. So therefore, you were like reckless driving. On top of that, anyway.
Right. So wait, let me explain from the beginning.
I don't know what I hear. Go ahead, Todd.
Me and this person here, we were in a vehicle. We got pulled over as the bank robbery.
No, it's 2 people.
The idea of who?
Who was with
Here.
you?
No, just this person here, Ricky.
Okay.
So we were in a car together. Okay, we got pulled over by an officer, and we had planned that we're gonna go get this money from the guy. We had, as soon as the prio got set, we were gonna go get this. So we get pulled over, we deal with that traffic stop. I don't know who the supervisor was, but he just left instantly without hearing anything.
It was me. I
Okay,
left
so yeah.
because he was giving you a ticket, and I said you could fight in court. And the other thing,
Yeah.
how do you know the bank robbery's going on? You can't go off of a priority.
Because we were talking about it. We had already.
Well, how do
known
you
the bank
know?
robbery.
I just heard you say, "Oh yeah,
Because-
we saw the priority and assumed that it was the bank robbery." You can't do that.
That's not what happened. We didn't. No, we
You
knew
just
about the
said
bank
that.
robbery.
Okay,
Well,
if
how
you
did
guys
we know
gonna
that?
no,
That's what I'm
stop.
trying
If
to
you guys
figure out.
gonna argue, make a report ticket and I'll deal with it. Like, really,
Hey, your friend,
you want me
may
to
I
do
just
that?
add on how he did
So if
specifically
you
say...
want me to actually listen to you guys need to talk one by one. Because I don't understand
I
when
listened
two
to
people
him.
are talking. I have one question. I have one question right now to everyone. Was the priority for these guys or was the priority for someone else?
It was for the bank
No,
robbers,
it was
not these guys.
Yeah.
Oh my
They
god.
showed up on
can we
our
have one
scene.
person
So-
talking at a time?
We were
These
involved in the
guys-
bank robbery, though.
Okay, one sec. So these guys make a second priority where it was already active for someone else.
Yes.
So
So guys, that is rule.
No, it was
breaking.
connected to the first priority, though. It was all one priority. But as soon as this supervisor got killed, he role-played it fine. It was when Caden here came along, he didn't like that we were shooting people, so he VDM'd and then started calling
Okay, I have
FRP.
a question to you.
I can hit.
Did you ask the people who made a bank robbery? I mean, if I go to the people who did the bank robbery, are they gonna say they are your friends and you actually?
your
No,
friend,
we haven't been
may I add to
talking to
that?
them.
Exactly. So this is second priority. You can't do that.
And also, I did hit them with my challenger after you ran during the cooldown, and I was defending Weymouth, so I could get their ID and call it.
I have a question to everyone. Is it me who is actually thinking this is second priority, or do you all agree with
Nope,
that?
I'm thinking secondary.
I considered it a secondary priority once our suspects were killed at the bank. So that's why it was called out as second priority once Timothy was chasing after them on cool.
You guys have your opinion. I'm not gonna say nothing because I know my opinion doesn't matter. So
Cooldown. I mean, go ahead.
No, I understand. Listen,
agree.
Ricky, come here. You can't leave the scene because, Ricky, You really want me to deal in report ticket because it won't end well. That's what I'm saying. It will be on your record forever. Do you want that? If not, then you may want to come back. Otherwise,
I'm
sure.
not gonna come
You
on
can
stand
Well,
over
leave
there.
this
the
in.
only reason we're saying this is
No.
because their word is against ours.
No, there is no wording. I'm asking you. Okay, you tell me. Did you start the priority after the bank robbery started?
No, the
You tell me.
bank robbery was on, and we had planned it because we knew the bank robbery was on because we had heard them talking about it.
No,
So we
one
said we'll
second.
go up.
See, that is the rule breaking. Like, let me. Okay, I'll ask other staff members actually, if you mind. If you want me to do, I'll ask other staff members because according to me, you are not mixed up with the guys who's doing bank robbery. If I go to them and ask them,
No,
are
but
you guys involved? I'm sure they're gonna say no. So that means for
But
me,
can I
this is
explain
second
something?
priority. Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
No, we had overheard them talking about the bank robbery, so we were going there. Okay, we got pulled over for speeding, in which case we weren't even speeding, but we just dealt with the ticket anyway. Okay, so then we were continued to the bank. We pulled up for some reason. We didn't even pull up. We just drove past, and for some reason, then some officers started screaming, "Get away!" So we left. We got in my vehicle that we had parked. Okay, we got in that. We came back around, and we seen that the suspect that we were going to go up to anyways and take the money from was dead. So while they were doing medical, we went over to the vehicle, we took the money, we drove off. We escaped from the officers. Then they saw us again trying to leave Polito. We escaped a second time. Then we came over here, and out of character, Ricky over there said to me, why isn't my gun shooting? And I was trying to explain that you have to, take off safety. It's a new thing in the server. So then he started shooting to test it, and this officer, which rightfully, because he didn't know we were out of character, pulled up, and we, part of the robbery, had just escaped in this area, so we started shooting. But other than that, this officer literally pulled into the tunnel in this F1 over here and came in guns blazing. That's why we ran behind the barrier and shot him down.
I'd say something. I mean, once the suspects were downed, they were considered a priority that was over since our suspects that we were chasing. Because, like, I considered, I don't know if it's fully server rules, but I consider it that if we have a suspect on a scene and they do something in front of us that we consider more units were needed for, that's considered our priority. But since you guys started running over and the people who already killed were done and we needed no more units, we called it Code 4. We considered that as the priority.
And I understand that, but instead of coming,
Can I talk real quick?
One sec. No,
The
this
priority
person
in that-
over here in the green have been raising his hand for a very long time, so let him give the chance. ID 24, go ahead and talk.
All right, I just have a question. Who are you talking about that was going guns blazing? Me?
No, he's
I
talking
don't know,
about me
but someone
because
came in shooting.
no, I pulled in
Okay,
because you guys were freaking shooting, and I'm not trying to stop you guys so we can get IDs.
I should
That's
know
why we
that if
started
you're
shooting.
like testing something out of RP, I suggest you like not go next to the same area that you just ran from me. And like if you're doing something out of RP, why are you gonna continue the RP and keep shooting at me? If it's an out of RP thing, just tell me. I'll be like, all right, I'll
Yeah, but
just leave.
that's why we continue, because the fact that you had already pulled up, there's no point in saying, hey, do you want to leave and pretend that we're not here? So we were just continuing with the roleplay that you heard us shooting.
Over.
Well, I mean, I get that, but yeah. All right, you keep talking. I'm done.
You wanna talk? ID 20?
Yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say.
You wanna talk? I know this people wanna talk, but you forgot.
I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I remember. Hold on, one second. I remember. So priority wasn't inactive, or priority wasn't like on hold when we started pursuing the first time. So we thought that the pursuit was still on and that units were still looking for us. So that's why we continued with the RP.
The only time it went into cooldown after we had started, after the second time we had escaped. That's why we assumed that we had lost them. We were down here, there was cooldown, and we were still a part of the prio. That's what we had assumed because it was still inactive. But it was put in cooldown, and then we were found in the bridge. And the reason we continued shooting at them is because technically we're still a part of the prio. We're still hiding from the cops.
We had the money.
Okay, I have a question. Explain me from start to end. What did you guys do? Anyone? Cops or you guys? Anyone?
What? Me?
How?
We
Yeah,
pulled.
go ahead. When the bank robbery started, when did you do and what did you do? Explain me every single thing.
We were on our way up to Toledo because we had overheard people talking about the bank robbery. We got up here. We got pulled over for speeding up to Toledo. Then we continue with that. We got to the bank. We got to the bank. One officer started screaming, "Leave!" So we left. We changed the vehicle. We
I
came
have
back.
a question. I have a
Yeah.
question. Was the priority active when that was happening?
Yeah, it was still a part of the prio, the bank robbery.
Okay, continue.
So we pulled up. We seen one officer do medical attention. So I said, "Go get the bag." Ricky got out, got the bag, got back in. We drove off. We got chased. We lost them. Then we were leaving Toledo. We got caught again. So we lost them again. That's when as soon as we lost them, sorry.
Where did you get the bag from? And
The robber. It was on the floor after they had been killed.
Yeah, I
so
ran up and
these
I grabbed the bag.
guys got killed from bank robbery, and you guys stole the
No.
money from them.
Yes. So that's
Ah.
and then we got the second time we had escaped. That's as soon as it got put down on cooldown. So then we had assumed we had lost them. So we continued on foot to ditch the vehicle because we totaled our vehicle when we lost these officers. We lost it in a ditch. So we ran. We got here under this bridge. I was explaining the whole out of character safety thing. And then one officer pulled up. I said he's right there. So we started running. Another officer came and started shooting. So then we started shooting. And then we killed this officer in that ditch down there right next to the tunnel. And that's when Caden came along and completely drove up this hill and plowed into Ricky.
I think that trooper wants to talk for a very long time. Go ahead and talk. ID 44.
So, from my point of view of this, I'm thinking it's a complete second prio because he said that he overheard of them talking about it, doing it. That doesn't mean he's a part of it, though. He overheard it, so he was thinking, "Oh, I'm gonna go do this during the priority that's not mine."
But that's the same thing. The whole point is that I'll be kicked for AFK. Give me a sec.
I mean,
Yeah,
just because
so-
you overheard something about the bank robbery doesn't mean technically you're part of that prio. You have to ask, "Hey, can I be a part of this prio?"
But the whole point is that we weren't planning on them being killed. Our plan was to go up there and rob the money from them. So it was still all going to be in a prio of a bank robbery. The whole point is we were going to go in there with them and take it from them. So our point of view is we didn't intend for it to be a second prio. If you want to say it's a second prio, that's fine. So
It was considered since they were already fully down and you weren't on scene, you weren't with the police presence once they were down, you weren't considered in their.
So what Caden is actually saying to you is as soon as they drop, it's code 4. Just because it wasn't on cooldown at the time doesn't mean anything. Because nobody was ready to put it on cooldown yet.
Priority because we were still on the
Okay,
scene,
I have a
and there was
question.
still a tough.
When you stole their money, what was the priority status saying at that time?
It was selective.
Active.
You know,
for
yeah, it's a
them.
bank robbery for the active part.
I see. So the thing is, what I understand is it's you guys inserting yourself in other people's scene. That's what I understand. You wanna
Sorry.
talk? ID 24? Go ahead and talk. What is it?
I actually have a slight question. The question is when you started the second time you ran from me, you said you were trying to leave Polito, right?
yes.
Then why would you go past the bank you just robbed? I don't want to consider it cop baiting, but you just like zoomed around our barricade, our roadblock, and started running. If you were trying to escape, why wouldn't you just go the other way and go down
What
the highway?
happened was we came back through Toledo to go down the main highway, and we were low on gas. So we went got gas, and then you guys followed us on our way back down this highway. We didn't drive by the bank. We only drove by the bank the second time. The first time was when we were asked to leave. The second time is when we came back and stole the money. We lost
I'm
you.
talking like the third time.
No, there was
We
a
didn't-
third time when you stole the money, then you came back around and you slammed it to his vehicle and you.
There wasn't even a third time.
There wasn't a third time.
Yeah, all right, so listen. The first time is apparently when they asked you to leave. The second time is when you stole the money. And the third time is when you guys went down the main street, went around our roadblock, and
second
ran
time.
away. Well, that was the second time, I guess. But
Yeah, that was the second
still,
time when we
why
got
would
the
you go
money.
past the bank? Why would you go
Because
past
we
the
were
bank after you
getting the
just
money.
robbed it?
No, we hadn't robbed the bank.
I'm the driver.
We were
I wasn't
going.
familiar with the
Well,
plot.
hold on. I'm so confused because I thought you guys grabbed the money when you because an officer, I believe it was actually Ford or you, trooper, right there.
No, it wasn't. I was
No, it
Was
was in
it-
a, he was in a
You were the one
BCSO
who was
uniform.
shooting at him, right? I
Yeah.
don't know who was shooting. Yes, so that's when they stole the money, right? When they
No,
went to
that
right down that
yeah,
street.
yeah. That's when
Yeah,
we
so
stole
you
the
stole the
From the
money
street.
then. So so that was the second time, and you guys looped around and came back a third time. That's when I started
We
chasing
didn't
you
come back a
here
third
because
time.
that was
So
the
I can vouch for Wimothy here
don't.
because when
I
the
don't know if
second
I'm
time
sounding like
I
an
went to
idiot or
station,
not.
I went to station to renew get a new firearm because I shot my other rifle. So I went to station, got a new one, and I see the third time, which I figured that when Wimothy was chasing them, that's the third time that they went by, and that's when he started chasing them.
Yeah, that's when we
Yeah, I
had
can
went to get
also-
the gas on the main street. We didn't
Yes,
go back
that's
around
the
the
third
bank, though.
time.
So then
though.
that's 3 because like
No,
when
but we
I can
didn't go
also
around
say
the
for
bank.
Wimothy
We went
because
through. If you're talking about Polito, yes, we went through Polito 3 times. But we didn't
Okay,
drive
so-
around your bank and around your
Well, I didn't.
roadblock.
You
The thing
drove
is, you
around
went
my
through
truck.
the
That's
scene-
when I whipped a Yui and started chasing you, and I called it out on the radio, and we ended up here. You went around us. You were right next to the bank.
I don't think we were because we got
Yeah.
gas and then we were coming back this main highway and that's when you and another unit came in behind us.
Okay, so
we lost
I mean,
you.
I can tell you that you did because because when we were on scene with Wimothy was talking to me about who shot at the dude.
Does
And
anybody
then
have this
you
on
come out
recording?
there around. It's on radio. If you can just ask every other unit that was on.
Yeah, we
Well,
got about like
we're
what,
not on the
7 other
radio.
witnesses.
about I don't know how many LEOs are on at the moment.
I have a question for you guys.
Right.
What are the you guys said fail RP? Now explain me what other things did they fail RP?
I mean,
I showed it as Phil RP since they ran on the priority.
That is
Okay.
not fail RP. That is breaking the rule. By the way.
Oh,
well, then
my
also
bad.
the cop
I just
baiting because I
did-
mean,
One
I don't
sec,
want to say
didn't-
cop baiting, but
Mhm.
the fact that he went. Oh God, I hear.
Well, I wasn't the
wanna
one
say it is
driving and I can
cop-baiting.
say we didn't come back around by the bank.
I understand, but we got 3 people here saying that you literally went around our roadblock and went down
Well,
that little
there,
second
you
street.
see, the thing as well with that is that you have 3 officers that are vouching for you because they were the ones that rolled up. So if there was another 7 of us here that were vouching for us, there'd be 7 other people here saying that we did right.
No,
So it's not
no.
really.
I mean,
no
you know,
one
I'm-
is vouching for anyone. And currently, I don't have anything of fail RP currently. The only thing I have on you guys is actually inserting yourself in other people's scene, which we don't allow. That is second
your friend, I'll be right back.
priority. Yeah, sure. That is second priority, and you guys started second priority, and it's breaking the rules. That's what I understand.
didn't
Like,
intend
if
to
you
make a
wanna,
second priority.
you tend to, exactly. We don't allow that though. We don't. If you wanna insert yourself, you need to ask the person, hey, you guys are robbing bank. Can I join you? Can I do this and that? It will help you. Will help you something, you know. But you need to communicate and ask other people who are doing bank robbery, and they need to agree with that. You need to make.
That's the car.
I mean, I'm not gonna ask someone and be like, "Hey, can I come rob a bag of money from you?" Like, and so they know that I'm gonna
exactly.
come rob a bag of money from them. Like,
I
I'm not gonna
understand
do
that.
but
I understand that, but you are actually inserting yourself in someone else's scene because, hey, if I mean, to be honest, I understand it's kind of like it does happen in real life, but hey, the rule says you can start second priority, and you guys started second priority because cops
But
just killed the suspect. I understand the suspect was down, but still, it was active for them, not for you guys.
But it wasn't
was for
intended
them.
to be a second priority. The priority was meant to. We didn't know they were going to be down. We were going to hold them up in the bank and take the money from them.
Yeah, see, if suppose they were not down, your intention was take them as a hostage, and you guys would have robbed them. Like, it's second priority.
Yeah, so that's why
according
when
to
they
me.
were
Yeah,
down,
either
we
way,
took
it's
their
still
money.
2 priorities.
It's from my side, from my point of view, my opinion, it's second priority. If you guys are not fine with my decision, you guys can make a report and
No, I'm good
actually
with your
ask other
decision.
staff members what they think about it. If they agree, like, hey, no, it's fine, then sure, I have no problem. But any other thing they did? I mean, guys, they did. I mean, I'm asking cops actually, what kind of fill RP did they do, and I'm asking you guys too, what kind of fill RP did these cops do?
Well, he drove completely up this hill and then plowed into the side of Ricky here.
In
Okay,
this,
that was your
They
guys'
didn't-
ID though.
After
They
it,
didn't. No, they
after I
didn't plow on the
started
side of me.
shooting.
What they did is they drove really fast up the hill and literally hit air, was in midair, and fucking like. You see this right here? Hold on.
yeah.
This right here, literally, their car was on top of the fucking
Hey, wait, wait,
the thing up there, and their
Yep.
ass end was down here. So like their whole entire truck was like at an angle with the top on the top.
I
You
can
can
Up
actually
there,
look through the tunnel.
front
You can
end-
see where
the
that
front
officer
end-
pulled up.
Oh
Look
yeah,
through
yeah.
the tunnel.
Look it.
I can
You
still
see it?
see the car. I can see it. Don't move. Ah, you moved it.
Oh, does not let me move it.
Yeah, I didn't, but it's fine. Now you moved it. It's fine. It's fine. Uh,
All right.
yeah. Mm.
Your friend,
Yeah. What's up?
your friend. I have another question.
I don't know.
Go ahead, ask.
So my question is, why were they okay with chasing us if the prio wasn't for us? Instead of putting an OOC or
Because-
another chat saying
To
that
get your
there's a
guys' ID.
prio.
Not only
Saying
that,
that
but it
the-
was multiple officers.
Yeah,
Like, it wasn't
so
just.
there's-
It was like 3 of them. So that's
Give
why
me
we
give
were
me a sec,
pursuing.
Ricky.
Thought you guys-
So there's multiple officers chasing us, not letting us know that at least say you're not prio or you're not active priority. Stop. They continue to chase us 2 times and not say anything that we're not the prio. At least if they had any sense, they would have said, "Look, you're not the prio. Please don't run from us or pull over or something." They just
The only
continued
reason
to
we couldn't
chase
because we
us
couldn't
up
catch you.
through the. But you
Yeah.
could have said it in OC chat. It's why there's hundreds of different chats going up through the screen a minute.
Yes, but we don't know who you are. That's the main reason why we
But
came
that's
over
why
here
you
to-
can say people running from the multiple units back here, please stop. You're not prio.
1 sec.
Or people that just
supervisor
drove off from the bank.
needs to talk. Go ahead and talk. 24.
So what I'm saying, once I saw you go around our roadblock, I attempted to stop you, but you guys were just going way too fast, and I couldn't really catch up to you. I think that's what.
I think
trooper
what they
behind me
were
was trying
trying
to
is
say.
they couldn't type anything while they were trying to catch you, and their main aim was actually catch you and maybe talk in a chat. It's a voice chat.
And as
but
well as that, driving
can't
off from
type.
the bank, when we
Speak
stole
to-
the money, I did hear a officer say into his radio, because you know the way, like if I talk on radio right now, yeah. I heard him say 2 drug dealers just drove off with the money, and that's when units came after. So technically, if it wasn't, they could have said there, "Look, guys, you're not prio. Stop." You know what I mean?
I mean, Wimothy did yell at you stop when he came back around and hit him. He said, "Hey, stop, stay up
No, you
there,"
didn't.
and then
Stop.
you
Yeah,
just
well, obviously you're going to say stop as cops, but you could have said like cool down or prio or something.
took
I
off.
didn't want to
Yes,
break
but the
their-
2 seconds.
Go ahead and-
I mean, the 2 seconds you have to speak while someone's ramming through your vehicle is not really a lengthy
No, we
time to
didn't
speak
hit
and
any
say.
vehicles.
Well,
Our
I
vehicle
guess
wasn't
that's
damaged
on
until
different screens.
Yeah, our
I'm
vehicle
just saying,
wasn't
when you
damaged
guys
until we
rode past
totaled.
the bank, your windows were up, right?
Yeah, our windows were up.
So how can you hear someone talking on a radio?
Well, we didn't roleplay. We heard someone talking on the radio, but I'm just saying
You
it now
just
out
said
of
it.
character. Yeah, I
Well,
said
no,
it out
just-
of character. We did hear someone say on the radio when we left that there's 2 drug dealers.
He's
Well,
telling me now.
I'm-
he's
using it out of
informing me
character now. Yeah, I didn't use it I didn't say to anyone in game that I heard it. I'm just using it now that I
He's
did
telling
hear
me,
an officer say.
and currently we are not role playing. It's an admin situation, so he's giving me all the info he can, and that is fair. That is fine. So, did you guys try to tell them in OC, in any chat or in voice chat, to that there is priority already active for someone else?
We never. Nobody did.
No.
We couldn't catch up to him at all. Even if we were trying to say ABC either.
Yeah, I mean, I understand like where they're coming from about saying trying to put an OC chat. 90% of the time, well, that I know you, like talk to you, your friend usually asks what's their ID. It's much better to get their ID than to throw it out in the OC chat because
And-
half the time.
Also, it
understand
would
that.
have been much easier if you guys had like you could have at least pulled, instead of chasing us, you could have pulled over. Because the only time you made it an out of character thing is when officers started dying over here.
Okay,
It wasn't a problem to any of you until officers started dying, and as soon as one officer died, you all started saying there's a prio. So it's just coincidence how you guys got salty after after this officer here died,
Well,
and you made it an out of character thing.
I was
First of all,
literally just talking to Caden. Like, you can ask Kate. I was talking to him over at the refinery, saying those dudes are running on a cooldown and running on a priority when they're trying to
They
catch
don't
up to you.
listen.
Hey, I
the
was
thing
there.
is,
So.
I'll tell you what. The thing is, we always ask them, hey, did you get the ID? Did you get the name? And if they don't have the name or ID, we can't do anything. That's why their main thing was to get the IDs, who are the people they want to make a report against. So that's the reason they didn't stop. They kept chasing you. That is one reason what I got from this person over here, from this cop. And go ahead and talk, Timothy.
And what I'm saying, the whole thing about the ID, I usually get IDs because I've asked multiple times, hey, who was in this car, who was in that car, and no one ever responds because they know they do something wrong, and I can never get their ID. So that's why I always catch up to them and try to get them, because when I'm asking out a character, they're just not going to respond, and we'd never find them.
And let me
Well,
tell you
this
one
is
more
probably
thing.
my-
It's not. No, let me tell you one more thing. It's not their responsibility to tell you, hey, you are breaking the priority. It's not their responsibility. They don't need to tell you. As a human, as a good person, they can if they want, but they didn't have the time actually to do that. Anyways, but they don't need to. They don't need to tell you, hey, you are breaking the priority. No, they can simply make an admin call. An admin can tell you, hey, you
So
should not
how
do
was I
that.
supposed to know we weren't a part of the priority? If they
You
didn't
look
tell us,
at the
we
priority
thought-
status. If it's active, it's not for you.
Yeah, but we thought the reason they hadn't changed it until they lost us is because we were a part of it. If they had set it to cooldown while we were speeding off, that would have made more sense. But it was kept on active until
Yeah.
they had lost us the second
one sec.
time.
One sec. You guys already stole someone's bag with full money. How can they put it on cooldown or stop while the priority you guys already started second? Like, now they don't have. They wanna catch the ID and see, and then make an admin call when they have the ID. So once they got the ID, this guy over here made the admin call. So they didn't have time to put it on cooldown. Go ahead and talk, Timothy.
Yeah, the thing is, I put it on, like, right as you guys stole the money, drove off, and someone was like, hey, the prio's over. Can you put it on cooldown? So I put the priority on cooldown, and you guys were running on the cooldown. So the cooldown was on before.
Yeah, but
That
that's
should have been a turned on save.
But it was put on cooldown after we had got away the second time, so that's why we left our car, because it was total.
No, that was the first. I don't know if someone
Stop.
correct me, but I thought I put the cooldown on at the bank.
You
I
didn't-
thought the
No,
cooldown
you
was
didn't.
on at
That's
the
why
bank.
we kept driving off. That's why we had got out of our vehicle and stopped running from you after we lost you halfway up the mountain.
When we took off, you put it on cooldown. Like when we turned around to like say, hey, that they're taking off from us, we put it on cooldown. But I mean, like, since they were at the bank, it's not really.
Are you done talking? ID 36?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. The thing is, guys, you guys broke the priority status thingy. They were actually getting the ID to report you guys. That's why. And I understand they actually did some stuff they shouldn't. But hey, you guys were already breaking the rules. So I mean,
They didn't chase us to tell us they were getting our IDs. There was
but
multiple
it's
times
not
when they were.
Wait,
their
stop,
job to
stop
do that,
talking over
though.
her. Let her talk.
It's not their job to actually tell you, hey, you're breaking the rule. Like every single time when someone RDMs, it's not their job. Whereas they can actually make an admin call and make admin come and talk to them instead of them. Like for example, if Timothy, like for example, this guy over here goes to someone stranger and says, hey, you can't do that. That person will say, hey, who are you to tell me? Get out of here. Now tell me, is he willing to actually say it to someone? Like, and I told you why they were not doing it, because they were trying to get the IDs, they were trying to get the people, and they wanted to make an admin call. That's why. Go ahead and talk.
No, that's not why they were chasing us, because there was multiple times where they had they could have said to us, there was multiple times where they were close enough to say we would just want your IDs. They had if he had saw us break through his barrier that he said the third time, which we didn't do, he could have got our IDs. We had spoke to them when we were taking the money. We had said let's drive. They would have had our names. He pulled up and he role played the fact that we were shooting. And then as soon as this supervisor died and we had said you can't drive up the hill like that, that's when he called admin. He called admin after he had killed Ricky. So he would have had our ideas plenty of.
I understand. One sec, guys, let me talk. I'll give you time later. So I understand that he actually called you when you called him for fail up. I understand that. But the thing is, you guys did break the rule first. I mean, I came here. The first thing I hear is you actually trying to get into someone else's sin. That's what I understand. And if you guys don't agree with my decision or my opinion, then you can ask any other staff member the same question and let's see what they says. Because according to me, I think it's second priority, and that means breaking the rule. You can't start second priority, even if that means inserting yourself in someone else's sin. You can't do that unless you have a permission. For example, suppose I'm doing a robbery. If suppose I have a friend, Darkside or Ripley, comes and asks, hey, your friend, you're already doing bank robbery with these guys? Okay, how about we help you? Or we rob you. Do you mind if we rob you? I mean, I understand that it's not logical. But hey, I mean, we'll be like, yeah, we are fine with it. If we say that, we agree with that, then it's fine. But you guys didn't ask them. You guys have no communication.
But the point is that they hadn't set it to cooldown until we'd run away. So we had assumed we were that active when they had ran, and after they had set it to cooldown, when we had escaped, we had got down here under the bridge. So we were assuming the reason they had set it to cooldown is because we had got away. How are we supposed to know we weren't the active prio also, that we had stolen money? We didn't intend for it to be a second
you already acted in someone else's priority when it was active. You already acted. I understand they are paid it out, to be honest. I understand that. But still, they can report you even after, suppose they kill you or they jail you. Even after we got the bad guys, fine. They can still report you on forum. They can still do that. There are reports, we get it later. Like for example, hey, these guys actually started doing this, but hey, we still uploaded it out because I wanted to finish my RP, so I did it. I understand that, but they can still report you for something that you shouldn't do. That's what I'm trying to say. I'll give you a chance, everyone. You wanted to talk, and Trooper, I know you want to talk, so go ahead and talk one by one.
So what ID10 said a little earlier, I think it was like 20 minutes ago by now, he said on how we were pursuing him when we could have just told him, hey, pull over, we want to talk to you. There's a point where we couldn't catch up to them because they had a lead on us, especially for Wimothy and his truck. He couldn't keep up with them. Caden was a little far behind. I was a little far behind. So technically there's no way we're able to tell them, hey, pull over, we're trying to talk to you.
That's what OOC chat's for.
Not like 50% of the time, nobody looks at OOC chat though.
Well, it's there for a reason. They wouldn't have put an out of character chat there for no reason. And there was multiple times where you were around us, you could have said, stop, we want to talk. When we stole the money, when we came back around, apparently, when we went to get gas, there was an officer there. You could have.
Okay, well, we weren't thinking at the time. We were thinking, oh, you're part of the priority. Exactly. But now we're thinking that you're not.
Yeah, so you only realized we weren't. You only wanted us not to be a part of the prio as soon as this officer died. You've just admitted it.
Well,
you
no,
part of the prio.
The thing is, I just wanted to get a better understanding, because I didn't know if the guys from the bank robbery wanted you guys to steal the money as like you're a part of it or not. But that's all I'm saying. I didn't know if you were actually like part of the bank robbers. I just assumed you guys were probably part of it. But then obviously I realized, hey, these guys probably aren't part of this.
So the thing is, I understand the confusion too. When you guys started something else, these guys must be thinking, hey, they are part of it. So they are getting deep into it. But then someone says, hey, these guys maybe not, maybe totally different, because they have no clue. And I just asked you, I mean, I have no problem actually going to the bank robber who was there and ask him personally. But you already said you didn't actually ask him. So the thing is, I'll tell you clearly, you did break the rules. You both did break the rules. So if you guys still wanna report, sure. If you guys want me to delete in Discord report, I don't mind. But the easy solution currently, I'll give you one way out, is say sorry to all these 3 cops, and I'm fine with it, and we can let
I'm
it
sorry,
go.
Trooper. I'm sorry, Supervisor, and I'm sorry, Caden.
Oh,
My
that's fine.
apologies, y'all.
Guys, this guy said sorry, so yeah, the thing with the priority, it's over. So I understand what these guys are reporting cops for. Guys, come on, you know better. Cops, you have been playing for a very long time. You shouldn't do something like that. Like, I understand you. These guys were breaking the rule, but still, like, try to not break another rule. At that time, call the admin, make an admin call. Like, I instantly came as soon as I see, oh, there's an admin call, fail RP. I need to go there. There's one more admin call, but hey, it's fail RP, and I knew this is urgent situation. I have to go here first. I can deal the other situation later. So that's why I'm here. You wanna talk, ID 36? Go ahead and talk. You, Kaden. It's you.
I don't mind.
You pointed. I thought you wanna say something. If you don't,
Huh?
then go ahead and Timothy talk.
I know we're almost over this, but I was trying to say it earlier, but I was letting everybody else talk. The thing is, I was talking to Caden and told him, because I had snow in my Discord channel, and I was waiting for him to get off of a traffic stop so I could talk to him and see if he could get over here. And that's when I heard the gunshots, and I went over here and, obviously was checking it out. So I walked over there, and they started running, and then obviously shooting. So I don't know. I was gonna get an admin, but then this
Oh, no.
happened, and Caden did / call admin.
Yeah, the only reason I went up the hill was to get their ID because it's not going to do any
No, you
good
came up
if I
the
don't
hill
have a
and
recording.
you started screaming prio
No ID.
cooldown.
Oh,
I never
did you
screamed
say
prior
started
cooldown.
screaming prior cooldown?
That's why
Yeah, that was me.
I
He
said
said that
why are
after
you
you
shooting
drove
on
up the hill.
priority?
One sec, only
Alright,
one
we
person
already
talk. I
said
don't hear you guys.
apologies. We already said our apologies.
Yeah,
Don't
they
get back
already
to our-
apologized, and the thing is, guys, these guys over here, they are trying to explain why did they actually fail RP with their cars. That's what they are trying to explain, that I came here and tried to, yeah, I did that, and because to get ID, that's why he came here. That's what I think Trooper over here was saying, ID 44, right?
I lost my train of
Cooldown.
thought. It's good. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Yeah, I don't. I literally just went up the hill because it was already. Timothy was already saying on the radio, shot, and I just said
Oh,
unit 22
I remember what I was gonna
coming
say
here
now.
because it's cool.
But you didn't say that until I started shooting at you. You
Oh.
saw that she was shooting, Ricky, you saw he was shooting, so you went up and hit him. And then as soon as I started shooting at you, that's when you started saying prio cooldown.
Yes,
Yeah,
because
so
when
you
someone's
only
down, you
started
can
saying that
you can
after I
physically
started
look
shooting
at
at
it.
you.
There is one more thing, is maybe this person is RPing, but Timothy doesn't want RP. So he's telling on radio to him that, hey, you shouldn't RP because it's breaking the rule. They are breaking the rule. It's on priority cooldown. So that's when, things can go in different way, guys. Like, come on, just let it go. ID 44, go ahead and say.
So I remember after you got here, I remember the ID 10 saying on how someone came up here guns blazing shooting, which that was me because I saw Caden getting lit up, so I was trying to at least stop him so I could get IDs. I don't know if Caden had them or
No,
not.
you started shooting because I was shooting. You were still role playing it.
No, I was trying to
There-
kill you so
because-
you would not kill Caden.
But even after if I had killed Caden and you and everyone else, you still could have got my ID or name because it comes up in kill feed. You came here role playing along with all the other officers. The only time it turned out of character is when we killed that officer and then I started shooting at Caden.
See, I have my kill feed off, so I don't know who kills who now. So
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
To be fair, when I came up here, I didn't even have my gun pointed. I was kind of just walking. And I was going to attempt to speak to you guys, but you guys instantly started running and then started shooting at me. So I
Yeah,
really didn't have
because-
time to start. I didn't have time to start screaming at you. I'm just trying to shoot back at you so I don't get killed. And I don't even know if I'm in the voice chat range because you're behind that wall and I'm about maybe 10 feet back and you were running down the other side of the wall. So I didn't have a chance to talk to you.
But you got
Y'all
close
just started
enough
running and then
to
shooting.
you got close enough to Ricky when you could have said out of character, and you know as soon as you say out of character, we would have stopped shooting. You only no one mentioned out of character in that entire
I
scene
didn't know if I was close
until
enough because I wasn't that close. I didn't know if I was close enough.
you were
He was.
literally
He also did pass
you
over
nearly
radio, said
killed
that I
us.
have a vehicle that just ran 4 feet from us.
Oh, your friend may also add on how the come here, follow me. This is the car they ran in.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm starting to say is like, how would this thing be able to like? How is this thing working on off road? Because they
We
ended
didn't
up
go
on like dirt
off-road.
road.
We were driving slow.
Oh god. No, we didn't go off-road. We followed the entire road up to the lumber mill where we ditched the vehicle after we had lost the officers. We had crashed off-road. It's still alive.
Ow! Shit!
All right, can I?
Yeah,
can I
no,
say
we
something?
had. It's dead.
The
It's
fuck?
dead.
Go ahead and
Like,
We
say
had,
another
something.
thing. Like I
Yeah,
can.
no,
So
we
if I
had
step,
followed
I
the
can hear you
road
from
the
here, but
entire
if
way
I
up to
walk
the
back
lumber
here,
mill where we
I can't hear
crashed
you.
into a
Like
ditch,
if
so
you
we
guys are
got out
talking
and
over there, I don't
walked
know
on
what I have
foot.
my proximity
We had
at.
crashed it, and then we had brought it up the hill where it started
And this about how
where
far
it was.
I was.
The engine
About, like,
wasn't
here to
even
here.
that bad. It was
Once,
just. Sorry.
sorry. One sec, Timothy. What you were saying? I didn't get.
I'm just saying I don't know how far the proximity is, but if I'm like standing right here and you guys are behind that car, I can't hear you. And I was about maybe that far away from them.
Well, I can hear you
Maybe a
now.
little more. Yeah, but you're not behind the car.
What do you
Just
mean?
when you guys
I
walk
can
away.
still hear
Yeah,
you.
I can still hear you. Keep talking.
I'm just saying, if you guys want
Keep
to get over
talking.
with
No,
this,
keep talking. Keep talking right there. Yeah,
can you hear me? I couldn't
yes,
hear you guys when you were talking behind there.
because I'm not talking.
Yeah, because
Ricky, go back
then
and
again,
talk.
people have different proximity ranges which you can turn
Yeah,
on.
exactly. So mine is far. So if he had at least said out of character, you guys are running on cooldown, we would have stopped.
Switch. But
Look,
May I
we
add to
have
that?
apologized. Can you stop adding things and making this longer? I just want to roleplay, and you keep adding things and adding things. And
I'm trying to say on how you said you had proximity. Just because your proximity is that far doesn't mean his is. Does that proximity
Yeah,
have to
but I
be
can
exact
hear
same,
him.
so you can't hear him?
No, I
The
can't hear
thing
him.
is, if he have low proximity, that means he can hear you guys, and you can hear him because your proximity is high. That's why.
Yeah, so
So
he would
that
have
makes
said
sense
something.
because even if he said something, you wouldn't. Oh yeah, you would have able to hear him because your proximity is
My
high. But he
proximity is
didn't.
on 30.
But he didn't try because hey, he can hear you. That's why. I mean, that's what he is trying to say. That's what I get it. Am I correct, Timothy? Or no?
Yeah, and I mean, the last thing I'm worried about is screaming something to you when I'm getting gunned down with an assault rifle, trying to run away, or attempt to try to shoot at you.
Guys, these guys already said sorry, so we can close the case
Yeah,
here.
no, I'm not. Yeah.
Sounds good. Okay,
Yeah,
go
I
ahead,
don't
take your car, TP away. Have a nice day, guys, and see you
I'm
later.
driving. Let me drive.
want.
Your friend?
Yeah.
Do you want to get me and Ricky the helicopter?
In
You
theory,
don't
can't
have
I
to.
do so? I mean,
I just got a report ticket, so
Okay, that's fine.
yeah, let's see it later. Okay.
Oh my lord.
You made a call. What's up? You wanted to talk about a scene. I'm here. What's up? Is it about the same report?
Oh, it's probably a report for a helicopter.
Yeah, I also made one for a helicopter. Ages ago.
I didn't see. I see need to speak to someone about a scene.
Oh, yeah. That was about that earlier scene. That was earlier before they requested.
I see.
Yeah. It was a misunderstanding. We didn't mean for it to be a second prio. We just wanted to
Oh
role
no,
play.
no, sorry, friend.
It's okay. I got out early. That's why. But guys, I mean, you guys have been upping from a very long time. Just try not
I
to
can't get
find
out.
the
You'll have to move.
loopholes
Friend,
in
you
the
know,
rules. You know, just
friend,
try not to
friend.
find the loopholes because
Out of character, friend.
yeah.
You know my RP. I literally we didn't mean it like that. Like we
Mhm.
didn't even mean it for it to be a second priority or anything. We thought cops were pursuing us, and they
Mhm.
did pursue us. Multiple officers pursued us. They even had a challenger in the pursuit. That's why we thought that they were pursuing us. We literally thought that, and we got like word that there was a bank robbery going down. So of course we were gonna go down there and take the money, and we already like situated it. We were like talking to each other, like, yeah, you want to go take the money? Let's go take the money. But on our end, I understand where you're coming from. We should have asked them, but I'm not gonna go personally. I'm not gonna go to a person and be like, "Hey, can I steal money from you?" Like that sounds stupid. Like just a personal perspective from like my standpoint. I wouldn't just ask someone if I can rob them. Like I'm just gonna rob them. Like you know what I mean?
Mhm. I understand.
While you're at this helipad, can you get us a helicopter?
What's up?
Yeah. By chance, can we get Air One?
Guys, I just got a report ticket against both of you, so try next time, not right now. Okay?
Okay.
I don't give Heli instantly after a report ticket. It's
I
when
Okay.
you
mean,
guys are involved, okay?
Well, we didn't
I
mean
mean,
for the whole thing.
Yeah,
I
just
mean,
ask
friend.
some other time. I'm free. I'll do it, okay? I have no
I
problem,
mean,
but I just got a report. It's not even
you.
finished, and you're asking for Heli. I'm not giving Heli currently. That's all.
I fly all the time. What do you mean?
I mean, I just got a report about you guys breaking the rule. So I'm not giving Heli about who I got a report about. That's it.
You forgot
That's
to
what I'm
remove
saying.
admin area.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll clear it. And no one goes there. So don't worry. It's removed anyway. Yeah, I'm not giving Heli currently. Okay. I'll see you guys later. You shouldn't be on a. Oh, okay. You have a gun on your back, by the way. You may wanna rack it. I don't know.